All right, welcome and welcome back, everyone. New project day. Got the ROKR Infinite Cycle Marble Run Link Pack. First one of these I've seen from ROKR. I did try and link up the U-Gears sets I did a while back, and you basically still had to have people working the cranks on each one. It would go without everybody running it, but it didn't seem to like it. If anybody new here, basically I buy these sets and I build them and install them. In this case, install it in real time. You get to see all my successes and failures and how I fix the failures. And we basically try and have a good time and be positive. That's my goal anyway. But like I say, I always have fun with the marble runs. I like the mechanical stuff as much as I do like building doll houses, which is my other part. But we're like I say, new project day, so let's crack her open, see what we're getting into. Looks like I got a slot. Yeah, there we go. And this up and there. I thought it was interesting that the Marble Knight City, which is that one, I built it at least 2 or 3 years ago, so it's been out for a while, and then this one's fairly new, and they built the link kit to put them together. I don't know if that was forethought. Somebody had this one's not like that. There's part of it out. There's our. All right, got our. Pretty thin. It looks like only 2 or 3, maybe four sheets there. Instruction. It's a poster. For those of y'all who don't know, ROKR doesn't know how to fold these things on the lines. Every fold is always in the middle of the diagram. That's the only issue I have with their posters. Although it looks like they did a slightly better job on this one. How many steps is this one total? Let's see here. 2. There's 4. 5. 6. And they are also sort of random on their numbering, I have found. Okay, so do got some LED strips. I saw that on the front there. Goes underneath to give us some underlighting. There's our belts for, I'm assuming, the drives. Little sandpaper dealio. Teeny tiny screwdriver. A couple of rings, screws, one shaft. I think I only see one shaft there. And then a little PCB, I'm assuming it's for our LEDs. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward on that part. Let's pop open these sheets and see what these are all about. And these companies pack this in the toughest plastic in the world. Even once it's cut, a lot of times it won't tear. Okay, so we got us starting off sheet C. That's it. That looks like a pressed wood. That's unusual for ROKR. Usually they have the plywood. Like this, yeah. Plywood. Yeah. Got us some copper-looking mesh decals. I think I'm trying to see if it's. Yeah, it is translucent. You can sort of see through it with the light behind it. Don't know what that's about. Little piece of sandpaper. I always bring that in. There's some. Here's more of the. I'll say it's pressed wood. That's different. And then back to the actual plywood, or is that just a skin? No, that's actual plywood. So I don't recall ROKR ever having a set with actual, the pressed wood stuff. That's usually like Cute-B. Okay. But they got a good track record, so I'm sure they know what they're doing. And it does not come with its own battery. I just, or not battery, on motor. I wasn't sure if it would have one of those, an extra motor, but But that's all for that one, and put these all together here. Set you down there. Now, as for the sets, here they are. This is the Marble Knight City, and the only real issue it has is this mechanism right there. It has a tendency, harvested all the marbles out. I say the way it's supposed to work is those get lined up in there, and then the third one rolls down, sets those free, and it doesn't seem to set that one free even when you do, and then it'll do all three at once, which sort of puts the timing off, but it still technically works. But I would like that to work one at a time on the one time, but I don't really see any way to, it doesn't, I think it's the weight on the top must be holding it down somewhere, because it swings, you know, just as freely. And I did notice it's not, it does have some wiggle in it, but that shouldn't affect it. I was trying to think of a way if I could get any lubricant or anything in there to make it smoother, but I don't, you know, with it being plastic and wood, I don't think they would work together. Like I say, it does work, but it's just sort of, you know, it's a little irritating to have to wait for it to catch up. That's the only, like I said, that's the only issue I've had with this set. And on a more positive note, this set, when I put it away, this mechanism right here that's supposed to roll over wasn't working. It was working a minute ago. But as long as we're not going too fast, it appears to be working, but it's not resetting all the way back to the top. Let's see it. If you look right here, you can see it's got that much travel left in it to where it's, you know, technically supposed to be. Like I say, the first one didn't do it, the second one. I say, and that's what I'm worried about. If it ever does go all the way back up, it doubles up and starts losing marbles. But like I say, it's technically working. I did, and somebody, y'all may also remember that I had some issues with the electric motor working. Let me line that up. It did get going. Get my power bank on here again. It was working earlier. Let's find the plug in here. But it was also jamming occasionally. It seems to be going really fast right now, so I'm thinking the motor may be overheating. And all of a sudden, and there we go. That's something was okay. I think that one got wedged on that one. I don't think that was an actual clogging it up. But I say but I still have doubts about it being sturdy enough to actually pull two sets. I would be very surprised, and like I say, this thing is supposed to fall back down when it's done. But and I don't know if it's meant to pull both sets. It may not be wanting to. I don't. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. Let's think through that one more time just for. But the actual, it's not. Let's say there we go. Okay, that's been running a minute or two, so I'm thinking it might just be a little bit of overheating. And I also think I need to put a little extra weight, but not a whole nother marble up there, but a little more weight on the back of this thing to get it to come back down. But like I say, that's the only real, maintenance issue I'm having is that one, as far as it not working at all, which, it does sometimes. So I'm thinking just maybe just a teeny tiny little piece of wood stuck on here will be enough, because it's wanting to go. So I'm debating, and that actually fit perfectly. Wasn't expecting that to. I just had that sitting there, and I just picked it up. So let me actually. Let's do a quick test here. Okay, I just threw that off. It didn't. I thought it might stick. Where'd my? No, there. Okay, so let me actually. Just had my tape. Ah, there it is. Let me put a little. For the moment, let's say experiment. Let's just tape this on right here. I'll give this another shot. See if because it's supposed to work on the 3rd. That's still not enough weight to get. Oh, it did. That's what you want to happen. So maybe, and that sort of matches the. So I'm just going to bite the bullet and stick that on. So I think I'm going to put it on like this, because that's sort of make it look sort of little. I think so. I'll grab the old Gorilla Super Glue. And I say I'll just do it really lightly, so it'll hopefully, if I need to, I can remove it. So just a touch right there, and give you here. Okay, so that, and I say if I have to, I can take that off again, but I think that'll. I just went the wrong way with those. So they. Let's see here. Let's see what happens in that 3rd one if it resets now. Nope. Okay. That should have, though. Let's see. I guess I'm just going to keep adding to it until it does work. Oh. Okay, so I put that bar across there, maybe. I think let's do B7000 for this. So just realized I don't have my specs on, so I say this was always my intention to. First step is to get these things in working order, and then build the link kit for it. Get my strings off of there. Definitely don't need to hang on to nothing. There. Okay, and give that to it. There we go. That worked really good, so make sure it does it twice before I consider it a success. Alright, that's what I want. So we got, now they're both technically functional. So I'm going to grab the first few pieces of our link kit and get rolling with it. So I'll be right back with some building. Okay, here we have step 1, and evidently what I thought was copper is actually just two-sided tape. Some kind of maybe reinforced or something. It looks like there's a mesh in there, but that could just be the glue. But we are going to be using that on this step, so just so you'll clarify. Start off, just slide these two together to make a our drive shaft. I'm assuming that's the drive shaft anyway. Then take the flat end, and we get 2 C10s. And forgot to pull up Snoopy. And you go just onto there. Yep. Try and match them up. So, alright, and they do match up. Then on this end we get 2 A4s. And it's supposed to line the circle showing up there. There's 2 little circles on there. It's supposed to align them evidently. So everything they mesh into one figure. And then you go on to this end. I'm going to get it off here. There it goes. Maybe I should try and do them one at a time. Yeah, seems to work a little better. Alright, so that's all there. That's sort of holding things together. Now, we make some more pieces and we get our little adhesive rings out. And we need D6, A9, C1, and D22. And this, so we're starting. Okay, so we're supposed to use this one, this one, this one, and this one on these. I'm assuming got the thicker ones and the thinner ones and the smaller ones. So thicker ones, thinner one, smaller one. Now, how do you peel them off? Perforated, or has it got a... I can't even see which side that... Okay, so that's on this side. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Peel all this stuff out of the way. Probably make it easier. Just make sure everything else stays on. All the parts I'm going to actually use. And I will set that aside. I can't imagine this is going to get used, but I will hang on to it. This guy. And here. Pretty close. Not absolutely perfect, but well within tolerance, I think. Got clearance on the whole thing, and there's nothing really hanging over the edge, so to speak. There is a little bit there, but I don't even know if it's gonna... Yeah. But, okay. So, okay, and this is really slick, so this must be a anti-friction deal. Be my guess anyway. Let's see if we can do that again now. Can't even get it started. Okay. I think I went through the paper. Okay, there it goes. Don't need the middle. You stay down. Okay. Let's see. Well, it does seem to be fairly forgiving about peeling up too, so. like I say, this is just smooth as silk on this part, so I'm assuming that's just something so it'll slide better. Now this one, yeah, okay, it's gonna come up easier. It's also flimsier, so let's be a little lower. I think this one's so thin, I seem to be sort of, when I mush it down, I'm pulling it out of, okay. There it goes. That was definitely the most difficult so far. And last but not least, the teeny tiny one. Center pieces to stay down. That's okay, not too bad. Got clearance all around, and it's all that. Okay, so got those done. Now we bring back out the drive shaft, and we also need, okay, an A10, which I forgot to sand. I don't think it's going to be, oh darn. Had somebody mentioned that where I use the wood lubricant, or have been using it, it's stickier than the wax that they suggest, so that might be why I was having issues with my motor turning. So I am going to go back to, they suggested a wax melter with some paraffin and using that, and I've actually got one of those. I just quit using it because the wood lubricant was so much easier. But I forgot to turn it on before I started tonight, so I will have to do that at some point. It's over there collecting dust here the last couple of months. But now, go on. You go on first. That end with our. Supposed to go all the way down, or just to there? I guess, yeah, just to there. Okay. Then the A10 on the top of that one. So right next to it there. Then B, which is A9, and it goes facing that way. So, okay, so that's going to be those two slick bits are facing each other, and this one goes on facing the other direction. Okay, and I can confirm that is very smooth. Then this one goes on facing in again. Although just barely. I think it's going to go on. There it goes. But it, like you can see right there, it did not like it. Okay, well that's, so we got that. It's going to be spinning on this axis, I'm sure. Okay. Now, I'm about ready to take a little break. So we do, this goes on top of that. And A20 goes into here. Then another one of these on top of that one. Yep, D7. Yep, that's you. Okay, so that's all sort of locked in place. And I say that one didn't like it either. You can sort of see it chipped out. Then we take our little arrow wedge dealio and go into here. Okay, so it says correspond the two parts as shown. I'm not sure what that means. But basically got them, I guess, everything built in place. I'll just use this one and just popped you in there to everything locked in place now. And I'm getting the slightly low battery message, so I'm going to go ahead and take a break here. I'll turn on that wax, get my new battery, and get rolling. Get right back with that. So we'll finish up. I hope we'll get through at least step 2 today, but anyway, going to get through. I know we'll get through step 1. So right back with that. Okay, got my wax melter going over here. It's a slow process getting it going, but I think, let's say, I'm going to give that a shot this time around just to see how it goes, or let it do its thing there while it's maybe make it a less solid chunk of wax in there now. Hopefully by the time we get done here in a second. Okay, let's bring these guys down. I think we're going to be using in this part of the step. And we'll need those more. But where are we going? I'll jump right in with these things. So it's D6, A9, C12, and D16 are the ones we need for this part. Sort of the similar to last time, or a minute ago for y'all. And let's see, so let's see, once again, got the thick guys and the thin one, and then the smaller one. So these two, these two, and these three. Don't know when we're going to use this one. It's not lit up yet. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this one because it's right there. Where'd you go? Come back here. Bring it a little closer. Yeah, got clearance all the way around there, so that's good. Then this guy. This one was the most difficult on the last one, the skinny big one. So let's get it out of the way. Okay. Now this one gets the double. So, smaller one here. Seems like this would be the place for that. And I think at a glance those two look to be the same, so I hope they are. It seems a little thick for that. Let's try this. I think I feel like I'm interfering over there, but get two of them lined up there with it. Don't the other two go. Okay, I think that's actually on that line, so that's I think that's going to accomplish our goal anyways. I'll say it's just a slick bit, so I think this one is really close on that one, but I think I've got clearance in there. Now back to this one. Yeah, I've only got the one left on there, so let's see what we can do here. Okay, so it just overlaps over here a lot, so that's what I was worried about on that last one. But I guess that's just how it is. Okay. Now we got to go to the other end down here. And this is probably where we use these other pieces. As a matter of fact, I know it's where we're going to use them because this is the last bit. Okay, so E, which is D6, goes on first. Then A10, another A10. I forgot. I didn't think I was going to be. I missed this guy on the instructions. That's why I didn't sand him down on either piece. I should have known I was going to need this. Okay. Now, back to work. 10 on there. And then F, which is A9, go in facing, together again. That slickness going. Then this goes. Uh-oh. I put these on the wrong side. Yep. It's supposed to be on this side. Let's hope they stay peely. Yeah, I think they're going to be alright. Feels like it's that reusable. Okay. And they are going to be pushed together whenever the time comes, I assume. It's a good place right here to grab it with. Okay, there's one of those failures I was talking about, and fortunately, easy fix on that failure. Okay, so this goes in this way, then this guy goes in slick bits together. Get everybody in place. And we take our gear. And take 16 on top of that. Okay, so that's these guys here. Yeah, I'm assuming those are eventually going to line up because they do key up pretty good in these holes down there. So I'm sure something's going to tie them together. And it's the same thing on this end. Yeah. Okay. And just like last time, put our little arrow guy in the end to lock it all in place. Okay. All right, and that gets us through step one. So, like I said, got our drive shaft in place. And like I say, once it's starting to melt over there, so I'll be able to apply my wax before we shut her down for the night. But now, on to step two, which is actually going to be disassembling the spaceport marble run a little bit. So, alright, so be right back with that. Okay, after doing all the work to get this thing together, now they want me to take it apart. But starting off, we're just supposed to take off the handle here. So, just get the wrench in back there, and supposedly alright, I'm just going to slide that back in so I don't lose it. Still be there whenever if I ever need to put it back on. And then we're here on our motor. Pop it, disengage it there, and unplug. And this housing go up. Let's see, that's those. Okay, so okay, there it goes. One side. Okay, so I got that part off, and our power supply, and okay, I think we're done with this part for the moment. Set you there. So I'll just sort of pop these back in. I say very loosely, just enough to, like I say, I know where they're going to be when I need them. Next time, a couple of threads in to. Okay. Now on this one, taking this apart. And the wax has officially melted, and it's, I forgot how good it smelled. Yeah, and that sort of, throw a bit of glue in there. Ooh, yeah, definitely throw a bit of glue in that. That's didn't realize it'd done that much damage. Okay, do that right now, so we got plenty of time. Just do the old B7000 because it's the one that I had sitting right next to me. You in there. Wind up and clamp it down. Alright. Hopefully, I don't think I need that anytime soon, but when I do. Now, Likewise, take this shroud off here. And you. And then these guys. My brother recently got me a gift card for Harbor Freight. I need to check and see if they got one of those little tiny electric screwdrivers. Okay, so that's got all those pieces. And I think let's turn the page and find out where they put 2 at. Okay. All right, so one second. What? Did I miss a step? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. This is, we got to bring the pieces in for the rest of step 2. That's confused myself. Not hard to do most of the time. All these guys laid out. Because this is the one I actually need. Now, go. Okay, so I don't think, yeah, this is same either way. So this goes on there, and we screws back in here. Okay. Okay. This part coming up soon. But right now we take these guys. And that's not right. There's a hole that. Okay, like that. So we got them in. Get a nice thick boy gear. Let's say it doesn't line up. Do it like that. They're slightly off kilter. So, yeah, okay. So, supposedly just punch these guys straight through into you. Okay, I'm getting some weird scam text messages now. It's amazing how these people think they're smooth, but yeah, but they are very much not. Okay. Okay, so get that made up. Okay, we do reinstall this piece. Okay. Okay, so good. Now, just got our drive. This guy on there, and the screw goes into there. Alright. Now, let's see, reassemble the shroud. Onto this. Of course, this piece, oh, okay, not bad. I'll try and do it with the broken bit down so it sort of maybe help hold it in place. Alright. Okay. Now, this guy, like this, our little base plate. I don't know. Yeah, I don't mind, but I don't know why they bothered with the serial number or whatever this is. And here it goes into the back ones, and these guys are supposed to hold it in. So through there, and there. Okay. Yeah, the blank side that says, so we've got our pin strapping on here, so we want them the blank. And that doesn't, I don't think that, maybe it will show, I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, then we flip it, install our motor. Okay, so our wire goes through this hole. And these two go right into these. This shouldn't be this part. This shouldn't be the hard part. Okay, that one through there, and then this is going to go into that one, and this one into that one. Yep. And there's that did not survive the process, so pop that out. I don't want it coming up her gears, so okay. All right. Now down on this side we've got you, and it's supposed to go in here. Hold that guy, lock that guy in place. And then this guy holds our power supply. Can't remember. No, it was always a sealed unit. You didn't ever get to see the inside of it. Okay. Okay, so it goes. Okay, so these guys go here, here, and our USB comes out this side. Yeah, because I wanted the plug on this side, so it goes like so. Snug but not tight. Alright, and that concludes step 2, except for the waxing. And there's my paintbrushes. I think I see one over there. Hang on a second, be right back. Okay, finally found a new paintbrush. So, first things, let's get these guys up here and grab me a piece of paper over here so not to spill too much of the wax. And it is, like I said, it is fully liquefied. So I'm just dip it in there and dab it in, going around. It'll wear off as you use it. Like I said, I've used this before. As it goes around, it wears off the excess wax pretty quickly and get down to just the nice burnished finish on it. Can't remember the last time I used this stuff. This is, you just got to sort of plan ahead with it because of the to turn the melter on. Try not to get, I got a little bit excessive there, so let me, where's my, yeah, that went a little heavy there, so let's scrape some of this out. Try that again. I'm out of practice with this stuff, so. And like I say, as you use the stuff, it'll do all this for you, even after it's hardened. It's still pretty soft compared to the wood. Let me. Okay, and try that. Okay. And then I think, down here on this one. Let's try and go around one way and around the other. Most of this stuff it's the ends of the gears. They don't really, very rarely do they mesh deep into the gear, so I'm not too worried about having puddles down at the bottom, but I don't want excessive amounts there. But let's see here. I think that's the one. I think that's where the belt goes, so you wouldn't want that one waxed. But otherwise, I think. I guess it's not like I don't have the instructions sitting right here to look at and see where all that's supposed to wax. Let's see. So that one and that one, got both of those. And over one on the motor needs to be waxed up too. Okay, so this one. And this one actually would have been easier to do not installed, but just slap it on. It'll be all right. All right, but I'm going to take a peek at what's next. How long is step 3? Step 3 is putting the LEDs on, so that'll be pretty. Actually, oh wow, we're actually making a base it goes underneath both of them. Okay. So maybe I won't do that yet, because that's going to be, but okay, that's actually step 4. So just step 3 is building the LED base. So let me go take a peek how long I've gone so far, and then I'll decide whether I'm going to continue. Be right back. Okay, time flies when you're having fun, so I didn't realize we were already at the almost an hour mark, so I won't go any further than this today. I forgot I lost some time demonstrating and fixing modifying the marble run to work a little bit better. So we'll get. So I guess this is going to be a 3-day project, getting it all together. So if I stay at the current pace, so that would suit me. That's, like I say, it's going to be a fun thing. I hope it's going to pay off in the end. Get that all the way in. This is not. I'm noticing this is not sticking really good, but anyway, that's where we are going to cut it off tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.